BODDAMN, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to put on muscle faster with a basic workout strategy. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris with the BODDAMN channel. This channel is all about food, fitness, and how to live an active, healthy lifestyle. Follow me at BODDAMN on Instagram, and don't forget to get this 10 muscle building tips guide. It's free. It's the first link down below, because that's what we're talking about today, is how to build muscle faster. So we're in the fall, and it's a great time to start building muscle on your body. That way you can start chiseling it up, you know, in the spring and towards the summer, that kind of stuff. So building muscle is absolutely crucial. And today in this video, we're going to talk about the strategy behind building muscle and how maybe your week should break down. That way you have a better concept of how this is done. So the first tip I want to give you guys is to incorporate heavy days during your training week, okay? And what that means is, you know, these days are a lot lower rep, okay? These are days where you're really going to put a lot of stress on the muscles. And also these are days that are primarily going to involve more barbell work. I like to do 2 heavy days during the week. I like to do Monday and Friday. I don't really like working out on the weekends per se, but I do like to take my heavy day on Monday and have the next heavy day Friday, and it gives a nice gap for recuperation, you know, in between those 2 big, heavy stressor type of days. Now, those days are definitely there to really stress the muscle and really provide the mass on the muscle, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the next tips. Number 2, the second tip I want to give you is to eat really big on heavy days. All right, so you're going to want to be in a caloric surplus. That way you can ensure that your muscles are going to get the right amount of nutrients, minerals, food, calories. That way they can rebuild into a bigger state. Remember, you have 2 heavy days. For me, it's Monday and a Friday. And I'm eating really big on Mondays and Fridays because I know I put a lot of stress on my muscle. I tore a lot of muscle down, and it's time to really fill those muscle gaps, because that's essentially what's happening, is that you're straining your muscle so much that it's forming little gaps, little holes, right? And we want to be putting in good food in those holes, you know, high nutrition, high amounts of minerals and vitamins, that kind of stuff in those holes. And you want to eat in a surplus. That way you make sure that whatever the muscle needs, it's going to be able to find it, okay, through the foods that you put into your body. Number 3, the third tip is, as I stressed earlier, is on heavy days, you really want to look at more compound lifts, okay, and lifts that include more barbells. So if we're talking about push muscles, all right, that's the chest, the quadriceps, the shoulders, and the triceps. The exercises that I want to be making sure that I'm hitting on a weekly basis, if I want to build really big muscle, is I want to be looking at bench press, all right? I want to be looking at incline bench press, decline bench press. I want to look at overhead press, behind the neck press. These are all barbell type movements. I also want to be looking at squats, okay? Front squats, back squats, traditional squats, that kind of stuff. And when it deals with triceps, I want to be looking at things like weighted dips or close grip bench press. Those are pretty much the big exercises that you can use for those 4 muscle groups. Now, if we're talking about back and biceps and hamstrings, you know, for hamstrings, you want to look at the deadlifts, okay? You want to look at traditional, you want to look at Romanian stiff-legged, and you want to look at sumo style. When you deal with the back, you want to look at bent over barbell rows, reverse barbell rows, pendlay rows, things like that. And when you're dealing with biceps, you want to be looking at weighted chin-ups, and you want to look at barbell curls or even super curls, which I discussed in a previous video. These are the exercises that you want to be putting on your heavy days. The 4th tip I want to give you is on a Monday and a Friday, so your 2 heavy days are spread, you know, very far apart. What happens in the middle, right? And so you want to have what I call high volume pull or push days, chisel type days. These are the days where we incorporate a little bit more, you know, higher reps. And this is meant to start chiseling out the mass that you are building currently, okay? So on these days, you want to eat big as well, okay? Because you're still putting a lot of stress on your muscles. And that's an important kind of thing to have. You don't just want to have heavy days all the way through the week. The 5th tip I want to give you is on the chisel type days, all right? The days that have higher reps. These are reps that are usually between 8 and 12 reps, whereas a heavy day might be 6 and below type reps. On a chisel type day with 8 and 12 reps, we're looking at exercises that are going to be using a lot more dumbbells, machines, and cables, okay? As opposed to a heavy day, which has more barbell work. Focus on cable work, all right? Maybe body weight work, dumbbells, and machines on chisel type days, and you should have 2 of those minimum in your arsenal per week. I also do think that if you want to build muscle faster, I don't think working out every day is a really good idea. Even 6 times a week, not a good idea. 5, okay, maybe. I go 4 times a week, and it sustains this much muscle mass at 41 years old. That's my age. And it sustains this much muscle mass, so I have 2 really big high stressor heavy days, then I have 2 in the middle, which are Tuesdays and Thursdays, which are more high volume sculpting chisel days. And yeah, it only puts me in the gym 4 days a week, which is amazing. It means there's a lot of recuperation, which is good. And a lot of recuperation means tip number 6, and that is get good sleep, okay? Sleep is so important to building high quality muscle. It's insane. So if you can actually get good sleep, you can rebuild your muscles in a proper form faster, and you can also speed up the fat burning process as well if you get adequate sleep. Whereas if you get inadequate sleep, cortisol production is usually higher, not as focused in the gym. We all know what that feels like. It's not good. So if you want to build high quality muscle, look into the tips that I just gave you, all right, as a bird's eye view to guide your workout weeks ahead. This video was all about workout strategy, and it's really important, you know, not to really give you all the tips all at once in one video, but to give you a bird's eye perspective. That way you can look at your workout split and go, okay, you know, maybe I'll take his advice and go 4 days a week and make sure 2 big high stressor days and then 2 volume based chisel days in the middle, and I think you'll be on your way. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit the like button down below, put a comment on the next BODDAMN video that you would want to see on this channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye!